Hi everybody, it's Nikita from Nikita and Chains here, and this is going to be just a very quick video talking about kind of updates on my crime collection. As some of you may know, that was my last video, my first video I made in a while. So I decided to make a little update about things I've ordered online, or stuff that's arrived by the time stuff that I ordered but didn't come in time for when I made that video. There is some stuff that I didn't show in videos, such as there's like an unsolved crime book that I got from, I think I got it from a pound shop or something, but that's in a box, that's a storage box, and I'm not pulling a bunch of books out just to show it for about 30 seconds and talk about it, so not worth that. But I had some pretty interesting things, like, I had like murders about, like, the kind of gangster murders, unsolved murders, and there's another book that's called the crime book, and it's stuff like that. There's also one by the same company, and it's called the what's it called again? The psychology book. I didn't get that because I couldn't find it, so, and they're in a storage box right now, so I can't, pull them out. So these are just free books that they're free books that I'm gonna talk about real quick. A little update when I first showed the first one. I ordered this one, another book, and it was talking about the Eustace vampire killings of 1996, aka the Rod Farrell case. Rod Farrell case, the kid that wanted to be a vampire. I got scammed. And so, my knees are right here in case you're wondering. So I got scammed when I ordered it, and I didn't get my £12 again. So I was kind of waiting, and then the first book that arrived or came, and then I was like, all right, so whatever. Actually, there's one there. 1 second. I'm in a corner right now, in case you're wondering. Make that 4. I'll show that in a minute. So did I show that in my last video? No, I didn't think so. If I did, don't mind it. So I ended up finding the Rod Farrell book on Audible, and I'm currently reading that in a Kindle and audio form, and I'm going to be trying to do a review on it, and maybe like a whole case review. I can't say some certain words, so don't mind me. Review of the actual murder cases, because I do want to go into actual, like, whole talking about crime cases, but I'm not, I do stumble on my words, and it does take me ages to remember stuff, plus I don't have the best software considering I record on my phone. So yeah, anyway, moving on. So I've got 4 books here, as the one I just picked up because it was on my shelf. So the first one, would this really count as a collection? But it's technically it's Vol Serial, and that is Serial Killer Trivia. I got this for my birthday. Well, I think somebody got it for my birthday. I think, what am I talking about? Sorry, if you hear people like screaming outside, it's because we're currently having a heat wave here in Scotland, and it's getting hot. Okay, it's really hot, so I'm roasting. Okay, so Serial Killer Trivia. I'm pretty, I know pretty much Hothian for half. I need to start saying some words that are not Scottish, because a lot of people are like, oh, a lot of people are like, oh, I don't know what you're saying, right? Half, I meant to say, but I say Hoth. So, it's very much just like, what was Joe Wayne Gacy's last one. So, just, if you're having a pub quiz and it's about serial killers, stock up on that. The funny thing. It's good though. It is good. I like quizzing my family on it, and people are like, I didn't know you knew. I'm like, yes, I do. Right, now we're getting on to the proper crime books. So the first one I'm about to show, this will probably be worth something now that the guy's actually dead. That is Murder in Amityville by Hans Holzer. Who did the first one? The Serial Killer Trivia was done by Michelle Gaminski. I don't know how not say that. I'm sorry. This, if you don't know what this book is, this is Hans Holzer, whatever his name is. He did like I think 3 or 4 books about the whole Amityville case. And this is probably going to be worth something considering. Where is it? There's a photo of him in here somewhere. There's a photo of him in there somewhere. 1 second. This will probably, yeah, this is definitely going to be worth something. As Ronald DeFeo Jr., he died in 2020 in jail. He never got out. So this is probably going to be worth some. This was, I found this on Amazon and it was like 21 pounds, I think. It's good. I'm not really interested in the whole kind of Amityville case. I used to be very interested in that, but that was when I was like maybe 12 or 13. But it's still an interesting thing to own, and plus that'll be worth some, you know, considering the guys is. Plus this inspired Amityville 2, The Evil Awakens or something, I can't remember what it's called. The one where it's kind of like the Mortelli family / the DeFeos. No, the Mortelli family / the DeFeos. The DeFeo family is, start again. The DeFeo family is renamed the Mortelli family, and there's like incest and shit, which allegedly was talking about how Ronald DeFeo Jr. or Ronnie or Butch may have had a sexual relationship with his sister Dawn, but it's never been confirmed. And people just like to make up like, you know, I'm trying not to swear. Shit about crime cases, because you can get arrested for that now. So, alright, here we go. Alright, then this next one. This is one from America, and this is actually what I'm currently reading because I'm trying to do a whole case review on this, and that is Mass Murder in Houston. In case you're wondering what this bookmark is, it's Neo Fade the Matrix. Yes, Mass Murder in Houston, or The Complete Story, 27 Youth Slain in Bizarre Sex Rituals, Mass Murder in Houston's, aka The Dean Corll Murders, by John K. Gerwell. Those who don't know who Dean Corll is, or the Candyman, Dean Corll, how do I describe him? So I'm gonna do like a whole kind of review on this because it's a very complicated case. Not complicated case, but it's very much just like, okay then. So I'll give you a brief history. Dean Corll was a serial killer in Texas in the 1970s, early 1970s. He and a couple of teenage accomplices, David Brooks and Wayne Henley, or Elmer Wayne Henley, they kidnapped, tortured, and killed 27 youths. There could have been more. And buried their bodies in lakes, boat sheds, or just, you know, bury them, whatever. And Dean Corll also had a torture rack that he used to torture them on. Again, I'm gonna do a whole video on this, and then it all ended when there was a drug party at Corll's house, and it ended with Wayne Henley killing him. So, yeah, and I'm currently reading it because I'll talk about this thing. When your whole, somebody's coming upstairs. I'm a bit scared. Sorry, somebody's going upstairs. Okay, when your whole thing is I'm so sorry, but like I just don't like when people come upstairs. So when your whole thing is you know, I find this case fascinating for some reason. I don't know why. I think it's just because, okay, not to be rude, but where's that picture? If you look at this picture of the actual guys, he looks a lot like David Brooks, he's actually dead as well. He died in 2020 as well of COVID. He was 65 or 60. I don't remember how old he was, but Wayne Henley's still in prison. If you look at again, I just showed you this picture. If you look at David Brooks, that's him. He looks a lot like Tony for Dazed and Confused, and I keep saying that to people, and they're like, "Who are you talking about?" And like, you'll understand. If look up Tony for Dazed and Confused and put them side by side between David Brooks, and you'll see what I'm talking about. They look exactly like each other. Sorry, Anthony Rapp. So okay, what I was saying was, I know people will probably say like, oh, don't follow what the books have to say, but I'm like, I wanted to own this. It looks cool. Looks cool. It's a cool thing to own. It's an interesting story. Yes, people died. Yes, it involved a weirdo psycho who handed out kids candy. But do we really care? I care, but you know what I mean. It's interesting, and I'm reading it, and there will be a review soon. Hopefully, if I get the right information right. Anyways, okay, and the last one. Now, people are going to be like, oh, you're a poser, whatever. Okay, now I'm gonna talk about this, right? This might be a bit long, but about this. This book is a music history book. And for those who read my archive of their own stories, I write a lot of stories about the black metal band, the very infamous black metal band, Mayhem. And you may know what the book I'm talking about, but I'm just going to say, I find the story of Mayhem interesting as a part of history, as a part of music history. Yes, I understand that some people may look at what Pierre Yvon Olin did to himself, and they may look at his death and be like, like that, like pure edgelords. I just find the whole history of the band very interesting. I find the whole idea that, it's interesting. So I'm just going to show you the book, alright? And the book is, okay, I'll get on to this. The book is Lords of Chaos, the new edition by Michael Monaghan and Dedrick Sutherland. And this is the back. You got Rionomus or Ostan Arstef, Varg the Mayhem fanboy. I am not saying his name. Vard Vikernes, aka Christian, Bard Ifaham or Faust. What's his name? Hendrik Mombus, him, and the very infamous Dead or Pele. Not the footballer. So I know people are gonna say, okay, I'm sorry. Some people love this book. Some people think this book is church fire, basically. People think it's absolute garbage. And that was coming from, fans who were fans of the band. Okay, how to explain this? I have heard some songs by Mayhem, yes, I have heard some songs. I find their music a little bit scary, not gonna lie. It's the fact people can listen to that. Like, okay, let me get it straight. I love anything metal related, okay? I love groove metal, I love industrial metal. Fuck, I even like death metal sometimes, I don't mind a bit of, a wah halfway through. I don't mind that, but when it's constantly in your ear, you're a bit like, okay, let me explain. One of my favourite movies is Gummel, and that features songs from, what's it called? Burism? The band that Varg did afterwards. Burism. Yes, that features songs by some black metal bands. But did I listen to them as songs? No, I just watched the film. Again, I'll go into why I love Gummel soon, but that's another story. I bought this because it's hard to explain. I find the whole story of Mayhem interesting. Plus, if it, it's got interesting things. Yes, okay. It does contain Dead's death photo, like the very infamous photo that Euronymous took of his body, which I'm not going to show because I am not, an edgelord, and I'm not going to do that. But and also don't spread that photo around because it's very disrespectful to his family. Just to let you know. So don't do that. And people may say, "Oh, you're a poser. You've never listened to the music." I'm like, well, first of all, I saw the film. I thought it was ragtime dog shit. but do I watch it? Like hate watch it? Yeah, I do. Mainly because I just kind of like the way. Okay, I'll say one thing. This is not a review of the film. I'll say one thing. The acting was alright. I mean, some of it was a bit like, oh god, cringe. Especially the actor that was playing Varg. I mean, Emory Cohen just no. He looked like Pete Wentz in a fucking lace front. I thought the movie was ragtime dog shit because it wasn't fucking accurate. And, I may not be a black metal or metal music, historian, but I own this, okay? And it's my opinion, okay? I own this because I wanted this for ages. Because, yeah, I just wanted this for ages. So, it's just hard to explain, but it's interesting. Okay, I'll go into this book. So, for those who don't know what the story of Mayhem is, please look it up in your own time because it's very fucking complicated. But there was 2 murders that happened in the Mayhem history. There might have been more, but I don't know. I can't remember. And those murders were the murder of Euronymous. I would probably count Dead suicide, but that's a suicide. The murder of Euronymous and the murder of Mag Anderson. So I'll go into them in a little bit. So the murder of Mag Anderson, he was a gay man, and he was murdered by Bard Ifaham in 1992. Bard Ifaham, or Faust as he was known, was the drummer in the band Emperor, who are still around. And he was visiting family in Oslo. No, Lillehammer, sorry. Because it's all set up. Lillehammer. He was visiting family in Lillehammer, and he met Mag, and I believe he decided to walk with him to Olympic Park, where Bard Ifaham stabbed him to death and kicked his body, and he also showed no remorse for the murder. And then he didn't get arrested until after. I don't think he got arrested until after the murder of Euronymous, but I could be wrong. Again, I'm not the best historian on this whole thing. I just find it interesting. And then this was in 1992. Was it 1992? I'm trying to show you a picture of Bard. That I'm really scared when he's covered in coarse paint. I'm trying to cover up some of these photos because some of these are really graphic. Why did I call him that? See, that's a very nice photo. I fancy him or anything. I'm just talking about, whatever. I'm weird, okay? Just leave me alone. So, anyway. What was I even talking about? I'm sorry, that's a very nice photo. Sorry, I'm a bit weird. It's really hot, and I'm getting my brain's melting as it is, so I'm a bit like, crazy. So, okay, continue. I don't know why I'm laughing. Okay, sorry. It's hard talking to a camera because I just don't want to hear people hear what I'm saying in case somebody walks in and it's like stabbed his brain 100 times and it's just, oh god. So anyway, 1993 was the murder of Euronymous, and that's probably the most famous kind of murder in the whole black metal community. Again, the whole murder of what is wrong with me, okay? The murder of Mag Anderson, obviously, is bad. So again, I own this book, and you can look up the whole history in your own time because it's mental. Also, the reason why it's bookmarked is because there's a section here that talks about murders and church burnings that were inspired by Mayhem and stuff like that. So, yeah, that's kind of like an update on like what I've bought and stuff and what I'm doing in my collection. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Sorry I got a bit weird at the end when I was talking about Mayhem. It's just Mayhem's a weird thing for me to talk about. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.